Hopefully that boosts my rating a little bit. That's what I'm waiting on. I just need a little +2. I'm at 88, want to be at 90, so awesome. That's what I'm waiting on.
Okay.
Today, we're making your life easier, literally, by reviewing difficulty settings in My Team modes.
Let's start with a breakdown of Breakout. When you start...
Moody is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Trace Jackson-Davis. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's MP in at the 1 spot. That's the Warriors 5. Now here's Miller. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse. But some rebuilds take longer than others.
Gives us
you choose the starting difficulty. Choosing a higher difficulty.
You never forget your first panic attack. Too big of a one, too many backs. No word of a lie.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte, setting the floor for the Hornets. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Miles Bridges is out there with Cody Martin. And it's Williams at the 5 spot. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against Dallas played phenomenal. He scored an incredible number of points and a triple-double for all that effort. Just a fantastic night for him. The kind he wants to have every night, I'm sure. Guys?
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
Lets you unlock prizes faster for shorter runs.
Yep, that's true. And as you travel further from the center towards the edges, you'll notice increases in game difficulty.
As that...
These roads of flames are catching a fire.
Stephen Curry is out there with MP. Then it's Moses Moody. Then there's Kyle Anderson. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Warriors 5. You're a good person to ask this, Doris. Why do so many point guards turn into successful coaches?
Yeah, I think, obviously, Brian, as a point guard, you're responsible for knowing every position on the floor, where they're supposed to be.
Difficulty rises, shots become more challenging to make, and it'll take more skill and better positioning to play.
On the court for Charlotte, the guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Williams is out there with Bridges, and it's Martin in at the small forward. RJ, so often with rookies, we want to judge the connects again.
And he's nearing the single-game franchise record in scoring.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history to boot. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys, MP in the last game against the Mavericks was phenomenal. He scored an incredible number of points, and ultimately, he posted a triple-double. The numbers he put up were really impressive, and he's somebody everybody loves watching. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Kuminga comes in for Anderson. And Hield subbed in for Moody. Bridges. 10 points for him. There's Ball with the 3. Warriors with the rebound. Looney's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Some nice passing by Gold.
Effective defense.
That's true. So choosing your route to the outside edge is an important consideration in breakout. And watch yourself on the gatekeeper games at the edge of the court, especially near the corners. As an example, the best rewards card on a run that starts on rookie, we played on pro difficulty against the best reward cards of that season.
Over in domination, you can choose the objectives of each game from 1 to 3 stars in difficulty.
Right, and the prize levels increase based on difficulty.
Higher difficulty will make it easier to earn MTP, XP, and rep. And it'll also give you more prize points per game.
Yeah, those stack up after a run of teams on domination. And
in the getaway, I gotta penetrate, I gotta generate. I got like 20-some years to my hood, now I got...
And the Hornets with possession here. Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint. But if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
They've got MP. Kevon Looney is out there with Kuminga. Then it's Buddy Hield, and it's Curry in at the 2-guard spot. That's the Warriors 5. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Mavericks just played phenomenal. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he did everything else you could have wanted as well, ending with a triple-double. His numbers from that game jump off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
To play on higher difficulties to earn the 99-star reward in each tier. Those cards are powerful, and it's worth it to get on the pathway to that all-time domination challenge.
Lower difficulties are fine, but might be reinforcing bad habits while still winning. If you occasionally turn up the difficulty, you'll become a better player over time.
Yeah, it's a good way to test where you're at and where
to the front, to the front, to the front, to the front, to the front.
Here's MP. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. On the court for the Hornets, Miles.
I think that's a good call. As the difficulty increases, you won't be able to fake out the AI opponents or...
Left foot, right foot, walk around, slide.
We've got Kevon Looney. Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Buddy Hield. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Allen in at the point guard position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. And so many screens today ride that line of moving or not. Doris, you think players get away with too much movement on picks?
I think, Brian, it definitely feels like there's a lot more gray area. You have these things now called drag screens. A lot of screens today feel like maybe 30 years ago they would have been a foul. So, hey, I always say, DA, officiating in this league with the speed and the skill is really, really difficult.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Mavericks just played phenomenal.
Or make as many contested shots, requiring you to sharpen your skills.
If you want some tips on shot timing, check out 2K TV Season 11, Episode 4, and get those reps in on a higher difficulty this week to prove that you're on the road to being the best in my team.
G's for some furniture. I keep out.
So with Wiggins sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got
If you've been an NBA champion a few times in the past, you've probably built a couple of dynasties.
But did you know that you can prove it? Here's a fast break on dynasty points in my career.
On your way to building a dynasty? Well, every major accomplishment you make in my career will build your dynasty points. You can see your list of successes underneath Play Next Game in the My Career menu tab of the pause menu.
Here, you will be compared to the greatest franchises in NBA history. Use the trigger.
Even though I was in first, they at the crib, got one leg up, but
Kuminga is out there with Buddy Hield. Then there's Kevon Looney. Then it's MP. And it's Curry in at the 2-guard. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
Yeah, terrific take by MP. He's just punishing them on the drive.
In the middle of his 3rd year in the league, Clark, Trey Mann was traded out of him. And good! There's another!
Never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.